going to Mexico. Going to Mexico. This is going to be both of ours first time leaving the country. Super excited, so come along with us. So I didn't really get that much vlog footage, but I did get a ton of video, so I'm just going to kind of compile it all together and maybe explain a little bit along the way. But we had to drive to Birmingham to the airport. Thankfully, Geoff's dad took us to the airport. And oh yeah, we are going to Playa del Carmen, which is about an hour outside of Cancun. Honestly, the flight was so smooth, but it was when we landed that we had a little bit of trouble. They handed us this random piece of paper, said to fill it out. It was in Spanish, but then we found the part that was in English. We really didn't know what some of it meant. We finally figured out what to do. And then our bus came to pick us up. We stayed at Hotel Xcaret. It's a 5-diamond all-inclusive resort. We actually had 2 personal butlers, which I didn't know came with it. They were saying when we got to the hotel and we had our personal concierge, we went up and they were saying, oh, wait just a second, we'll introduce you to your butlers. And I looked at Geoff and I was like, I don't think we paid for that. And so they were like, no, like this is included. Y'all are staying at the best part of the resort. This is included. We didn't have to worry about booking activities. They did it all for us and it was just super nice. When we first arrived, I'm not gonna lie, I was completely blown away by how beautiful the resort is. Like literally every part of the resort, there wasn't a view that wasn't just gorgeous and breathtaking. And our room, we had an oceanfront room, which was super nice. It came with a hammock outside. The views were incredible. The trees were a little bit in the way, but I kind of liked it because it added a little bit more privacy. But y'all, like this room to die for, the pool's right down there. It was just, I could not have asked for any more. You see pictures online and you never know what you're walking into, but this was honestly an amazing room. The shower was so amazing. 2 shower heads. Like it was just, the shower was massive too as well. Just a super, super nice resort. So the first night we really just went to dinner. We stayed at the adults only part of the resort. So there was a restaurant that only our section could go to. It was called Fuego, the best restaurant on the resort. The other ones were okay. This one was by far the best one at the resort. Don't really know what we ate. I mean, the food was great there. Don't really know what we actually ate. Don't know what it's called. But it was really good. And the ambiance, oh my gosh, was to die for. Then after that, we just walked a little bit on the beach. There really wasn't a lot of beach front as far as like easy access to the ocean, but they had a lot of chairs set up and stuff like just along the way, and it was really super nice and chill. Good morning. It is day 2 of our trip. We got suckered into, let me show you what time it is. It is 8:10. We got suckered into what we think is actually going to be a sales pitch this morning.
Yep. You told us 3 times. It seems a little important for us to go to breakfast.
Yeah. It's supposed to be this amazing breakfast, and they're going to give us $170. I don't know. Pray for us, y'all. So it in fact was a timeshare. They took us to this breakfast, and this guy who's like 28, 29 years old, was trying to explain to us what it was, and Geoff was like, I'm gonna stop you right there. He was like, we are not interested. Like, if we want to book a vacation, like we'll do it ourselves. Like we don't want any part of this. The guy's like kind of freaking out. He's like, okay, I gotta take you to my boss. So whatever, we did all that. But bottom line, don't sign up for whatever breakfast. Nothing is ever free. If they tell you they're gonna give you $180, they're not giving it to you. They're trying to pitch you something. So don't do that. We made that mistake. This is them driving us on the golf cart he's taking us to his boss. where we told his boss, like, no, like, let us go. We're trying to have fun. But after that, it was, okay, this is us finally leaving. I was like, yes, we are finally able to leave. Then I believe we just went down to the beach, chilled a little bit that day, and just kind of really wanted to relax, since that's what we came to do. I think it was the next night that we had dinner in this cave. Now, I didn't really like the food there. The ambiance, once again, was great, and you would think the food would have just been spectacular, but it was like a buffet style type. Like, they came over with these like racks of meat, and they would just like put it on your plate. Wasn't my idea of like, oh, this is just like fine dining, like we're in this beautiful cave, like this is just amazing. It just wasn't. Like, great for pictures, food, I'm a foodie, just wasn't that great. So in the part of the resort that we stayed at, we actually had two pools. One, the one I showed you a little bit earlier, then we had a rooftop pool. Super nice in the daytime. Of course, the music is blasting. They had drinks and everything obviously up there. The next day, we decided to get with our butlers to book the dinner and a show. It was at one of their parks. So this resort, they own like all of the parks in Playa del Carmen, basically. In order to get to the part where the show is being held, you walk through this. I was blown away by this. So these people are like in character. Like, these are people that are going to be in the show later. And so you're walking up. I don't know how to explain. Just watch the video. Like, you're walking up and you see all of these people in character, like on like literally every side of you. And it was just so cool. Like, the perfect way to go into the show. So I was so excited. Like, they said it was a 7-course meal. So I'm like, okay, finally we're going to eat just like some amazing food. Once again, the food was a huge disappointment. Like, they were trying to be too fancy, these small little portions. And I know that's how they do it at fancy restaurants, but I was so mad because we spent this money to go to the dinner. This part wasn't included in the all-inclusive. We spent this money and the food was not good. Like, I literally wanted to like barf. Like, it was not good. The show, on the other hand, I absolutely love the show. So here are a few clips from the show. The next day, Geoff, when we first got there, Geoff was like, we have to do the swimming with stingrays thing. So I actually don't know how to swim, but basically, like, they put this helmet on you that weighs you down. Like, they say, like, you don't have to know how to swim in order to do this. So, like, I obviously am a little bit nervous. Like, you're going to be 26 feet underwater. It was, I don't know if Geoff is going to be mad at me. We both went in. I'll just say only one of us was able to finish the entire thing. The one person that couldn't swim going into it was able to finish the entire thing. But no, like, it was, honestly, it like kind of took your breath away, and it was just like, you could have trouble breathing. It just was honestly really scary. I would never do that again, but it was a great experience. Like, I can say that, like, I was underwater, like, with stingrays, like swimming with stingrays. That was really a cool experience. This was once again at one of the parks that the resort that we were staying in owned, and then we kind of walked around, saw a little bit of the ground, I think we saw a jaguar and some other stuff. I can't remember, the flamingos. It was just, honestly, like, that day was That day was fun. This was by far one of the most beautiful places I have ever seen. Like, pictures, videos do not do it justice. I think I would go back again. The only downside, I did not like the food. I wanted some authentic Mexican food. We never really got that. And we didn't really want to venture off the resort just because it's Mexico, a little bit scary. But the food just wasn't up to par. If the food was up to par, I would say, Geoff, we are booking a trip here every year. That's how great the resort was. Like, amazing, flawless. And that's pretty much it. That was our trip to Mexico. If you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. We'll see you next time.